rest of you? You're gonna let the new girl walk in and get the microphone and get to speak? Don't let the new kid come in and push you out of the way.
You did the same thing with Paige today.
You're threatening to replace her with somebody else.
Why y'all keep saying replace? We're not coming to replace nobody. She just wants to be part of the team. But when you refer to me or my child, then it puts me in the conversation.
What did you say, Abby? I'm sorry, somebody was talking.
Kaya was talking.
I don't want to even use your name. That's why I keep saying her.
I got a name I want to call you too, not your own, but I'm trying to be respectful. You just jump down on me like I'm trying to invade this team and do something, and it's no different from what all of you are doing. As a sister, I would think you would respect that, because it ain't a lot of chances for black women out here nowadays. I would think that you would have my back.
Do not take my ethnicity and make me a poster child for whatever. I choose to speak when Holly Hatcher Frazier, Dr. Holly, so everyone in this room has something to say.
She is, like, twisted.
I want Holly, too. You did good. It's a team. I'm done fighting that woman on my own.
Christy's back. She's got Jill and Holly.
I'm done fighting these battles because everyone sitting here knows it's true.
It's my dance company. It's my business. Who dances is up to me, period.
That may be true, but you also, you know, you're applauding, but if that was your child, how would you feel?
Right. Last week, competition. Failure.
Why are you blaming the kids when you were absent all week? So you still don't have an answer as to why you were not there last week?
I don't owe you an explanation.
You do.
If I wasn't there, just guess it was a darn good reason.
And if it's a darn good reason, why could you share it?
Gianna was there. If I'm not there, I'll send somebody.
Abby is not doing her job. What she did last week was wrong. Abby ruined Nia's audition.
She took the character in a different direction, which was her mother.
You by taking away her opportunity. So if that makes you feel good, so be it.
Trying to protect your child and make her not look like a complete fool. Go back and look at your pictures of your personality when you were a baby, before she made the mini-me.
Others may not hold Abby accountable for her behavior, but I do. And I am not going to let Abby off the hook. That was mean-spirited, what you said. You gave her an opportunity and took it away. She's the only girl on this team that you ever take something away from. The only one. And let it not go unnoticed.
That's
other people see it.
That's kind of a bold-faced lie.
No, because when there are dances, who pulls the dance? When it's a duet, it's always pulled before Nia.
I've done nothing. Girls, you can go in the other room and you can dance.
No, I am not going to have this woman stand here and lie about what she said. I refuse to be in a room with this woman who's lying.
Good.
My integrity is worth more. You are shallow, nasty. Well, I'm not leaving the team. So if that's what you want, I'm not your new Chrissy, and I'm not your new Kelly, and Nia is not Brooke, Paige, or Chloe. Okay? So you get your act together and you stop telling lies. You are a liar. An absolute liar. And you sit there and all of you women stand here and you're cowards.
I wasn't
you're
there.
Cowards. You know I would never lie. And you let this woman stand here and lie.
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and I cannot take this anymore. Not only do I deserve better, that little girl deserves better. She's a vicious, a nasty, foul woman. None of those other mothers said a single word. They let that woman tear my kid apart last week, and they did the same thing today. That woman is insane. She's crazy.
Abby is Abby, and Abby likes to rule the world, and that's how Abby is, right?
I don't think the world. I think my dance studio, and my dance company, and the children's futures.
And when you see Abby doing something wrong, you will not stand up and say, Holly, you're right, Abby was wrong. You're silent. That's what I'm talking about.
So Melissa and Jill, she called you cowards in that clip. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not a coward. I am grateful for the opportunities.
That's not what a coward is. When all the moms are together, you're like, Holly, you're right. But when it comes time when you're in front of Abby, you're like, oh no,
Do you know what
Holly's
we said?
wrong.
She
I'm
needs to
not
cool down.
asking you to fight a Nia battle. This is not just about Nia. Because you talk about stuff that's nonsense.
No, it's not. But Holly, that's what I'm saying. There's a million dance studios in this country.
Abby, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going. If your goal is to get rid of every other original member of the team, forget it. I'm not going anywhere.
Then stop complaining and shut your mouth.
Yes, I won't back down.
Next, we have Nia. I'm gonna pull this off too because Kalani, you were also in a duet with Nia. I think you both could have been stronger. Now, Kalani, you were a little more African than Nia.
Abby, I would not go there. I will say both girls were great.
Maybe I was shocked to see you do this style.
I think that might be your issue.
Where it makes sense for you to do this.
Why? Because she's had 3 weeks of it this summer?
No, because she's African American. She looks the part.
Abby, what does that have to do with anything? African American does not mean we come from the continent of Africa. We're Americans. This is ridiculous. I think you've lost your mind. Anyone here who was watching that dance, which you were not, because you didn't show up to do your job.
Nia, I'm not trying to be offensive. What I'm trying to say is that I want you to work harder. I want you to be the best that you can possibly be. And I don't think you've even touched on that yet.
That is like so inappropriate. As history has proven, Abby's really impulsive. And she never takes ownership of what she says anyway.
Well, Melissa told me that you said it was rigged.
I'm entitled to my opinion because I'm 42 years old and I'm a free American citizen. So I get to say whatever I want and believe whatever I want. I stand on my credentials and my knowledge.
That's fine.
Something you can never take away.
Then fix this hair, because it's horrible.
And why don't you fix your hair and fix your face and your body and everything else? And
that's fine. When I join your dance company, I'll do it.
Let's start critiquing people. Let's start with you. Look in the mirror. You know what? I got approval for those braids when I got them put in.
Not in from my dance company, didn't it?
Yes,
It says right in it.
Yes,
do not change your hair.
And you know what? I did get approval for it, and this is part of her ethnicity.
Well, it's weighing her down. It's weighing her down.
There are 4 other people
when you
here.
made the bun the last 3 weeks, Holly, it's like a log coming out of the side of her head. And on all this, Nia, the lunge, the arch, all of that stuff is late and sloppy. Your mother thinks you're early. You're not.
Enough is enough. If you want to fix someone up and if you're such like a Miss Fix-It, fix yourself. Look in the mirror. Start with the woman in the mirror and leave my kid alone.
Left for a reason, and she feels that this isn't the place for her. So I think it's up to us to convince her that she belongs with us.
The team is not the same without Kelly, Paige, and Brooke. There's a void there. We're going to take a stand. We're going to stand up for what is right.
I just want Kelly back.
I know, that's the plan.
So, ladies, have you recovered from your weekend? I don't know what these moms are trying to pull on me. I'm polite. I'm trying to have a conversation, and they won't say one word to me. What is going on? Make a decision.
Well, I brought Kendall here to dance. I need her to dance. I want her to dance. That's my decision.
Finished. Make a decision right now. You either choose the Abby Lee Dance Company, or you can go play with Brooke and Paige.
Well, my kids are not going to be playing. They're going to be dancing.
I'm disappointed in Melissa and Jill. We had worked so hard. It was like all of that was in vain.
Time is ticking, ladies.
At this point, I think Holly and I have really done as much as we can do. We've said we're not going back in without Kelly, and Abby's like, so don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
That's what those tics represent. How many times you said things that we found disrespectful or humiliating to the kids.
And I had this wonderful plan for Nia next week. She was going to do a Maya Angelou piece, and now it's like, you know what, Holly?
If that's your retaliation,
Don't
you know
worry
what,
about
Abby?
those big flat feet somewhere else. I could care less.
What kind of 40-something-year-old woman has to retaliate? Like a baby. Right there.
You want me to make your child better, but yet you want to hold me accountable for my teaching methods.
When they cross
Nobody would know Nia's name if it wasn't for me. You think people would grab their program and say, ooh, Nia Frazier's on next? Woohoo!
You know what's so sad about this is that you're a grown woman taking out on a little kid.
I'm not taking anything out on a little kid, and Nia is 12. She can have kids. She can get married in some countries.
I'm hearing this conversation, and you're ugly. What you say is absolutely ugly.
That's
and
the
you're
truth.
a nasty woman.
Get real. Your kid's growing up.
You've crossed the line. Not quite expecting that this will be the way that we would end our several seasons together, but we will not be coming back next week. The girls will compete next week, but they're not going to compete under ALDC. We're bringing a new choreographer. Thank you for a great platform, but we will not be continuing. We thought we had said our goodbyes 3 weeks ago when you left.
Right.
So that was closure. We moved on, and it's too hard to kind of go backwards, so.
Well, it's good. What's the matter?
With all of them. Because it's hard. It's hard for me. Because you have done a lot for Kalani, and I know you adore her, but you said your goodbye and you left them.
For 3 weeks. And we didn't think you were ever coming back, and a lot.
Well, they leave all the time, too.
No, they don't. You left about 2 years ago when those 2 little ones walked in. You were done with our kids. You said
Well,
you didn't
you
want
feel
them.
that way. I don't feel
No,
that
Abby, we feel that way because you said it, and the children felt that way.
What you probably don't realize is that in your delivery, some of the things that you've said over the years hurt the kids in profound ways that none of us ever
We didn't know. We didn't know until you were gone, and they had
They
had purged themselves of the fact that you
Residue.
might come back because you said you were finished.
I think they learned a lot about themselves from your 3-week hiatus, vacation, absence.
For that
They have
to
a seat
be
for you right over there.
okay.
And I think the most important thing really is that they did a lot of soul searching, and a lot came out from that experience.
I think the biggest issue for me that my coming back would be a bad thing. Kendall, from the day she walked into the studio, I thought this kid's face has to be somewhere. It's here. I don't know if you would have been able to do this for Kendall without me. I built a building, $98,000 that I built so your kids can have a place to dance.
But why is it about you? What about our kids?
That's what I did. But I spent a lot of money. You guys didn't. Nobody did it.
Do you regret it?
Oh, I regret everything. I regret a ton of things. I regret it.
Well, I'm sorry you have regrets. You're the one who taught our kids don't live with regrets.
I know. I teach by poor example, but I don't make the same mistakes I made. So.
Do you want these kids to dance with you? Because I think they don't feel wanted, Abby.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
I don't even want to start that conversation.
The end.
Right, this is it.
I never dreamed in a million years. I'm not gonna say stabbed in the back.
Woo! Oh.
But I never thought.
All right, thank
that it
you
would
for your
come to
time,
this.
Abby.
Neither would we.
Neither did we. No, we didn't either.
We'll let you.
We didn't even.
Out with your team. Thank you, Abby.